Welcome, my lovely dears, to another soothing and satisfying session of, like a whole bunch of making it to the end of a mines, I suppose. Well, that's basically what we're looking down the gun of today. Last
Yeah.
session, our uh, deep and mysterious Dark Delvers happened to make it down to the corrupt Residium layer, a place of swimming lakes of lava, craggy broken stone, rock hard walls, and yeah. If they look around a little bit, they'll find great big crystalline outcroppings of the stuff all over the place. And they can see very clearly that there is a route further down, a place that the vampiric dragon that they slew was determined to escape to. Down and to the east, there is a bright white light leading to an ominous, deeper red glow, indicative of yet a level further down still. Maybe not particularly far, but it promises to be the answer to how this mine exists. What
Oh boy.
powers it or more?
Well, did we want to sneak a peek?
Just down that way.
I forgot we had left off in the middle of a dungeon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Technically, you could choose to bail
We-
out at this very moment in time, but like,
It's
you
true.
also can continue down.
We did pretty adroitly knock
We
out
just bullied
the
a
guard
dragon.
here.
Oh yeah, he kicked its fucking head in.
Yeah,
The combination of abilities not only stopped it from getting away, but then dragged it into the fucking bully box, trapped him in the corner, and kicked the shit out of him. A
Oh,
level 15 solo, no less. You just fucking destroyed him.
what's down here? Well, that's the way we
Down
could have
there
snuck
is.
around.
Yep. Actually, no. That way leads to a great big residium outcropping.
Oh,
From a safe distance, you can feel the corrupting transformative energies that come with such wild magic. You would be a fool to get any closer, but you could certainly be a fool and get closer. Leave such events up to the whims of fate.
nah, Amxal and Keen aren't here. I can't.
There. Yes. So far, all you see down there is this crystal outcropping. It might be that there was once a passage there, but it has been almost like splintered and pushed aside, like someone had taken these purple crystals and dug them into the ground and then spread their fingers out, like just sort of pushed it apart like sand at the beach.
Wow.
Rhino shows the modicum of restraint does not just charge into the magical beams.
You know, I'm learning. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Getting there. You could try and gather a sample of it. It would be a dangerous endeavor without some kind of protection.
Well, now we know it's down here. You know, there's always something we can come put a pin in it, come back to it with proper equipment, and I don't know, maybe one of my lovely friends from the plains can interact with it without having any adverse effects.
You're pretty sure that that much magic would have an adverse effect regardless.
Hmm.
Probably not as transformative as one, but a corruptive and empowering and wit-defying one. You know, that
Mm.
old classic of like demon drunk on power, yada yada yada, tries to destroy the world. Like, it's this kind of magic that gives them those kinds of very stupid ideas as it exchanges intelligence or wisdom for raw magical strength.
So what you're saying is I could increase the hat size of a certain... Okay.
Yeah, you could increase that succubus's hat size, but it would also be much more likely that she'd decide that this contract you've got is bollocks and she could just take you all as pets instead.
Mm, maybe for retirement. Not now.
Yeah, fair. Your thoughts, Savin? Oh, I see you were busy dumping big lines in the RP.
Yeah, Thyrenne's in the opinion that we should just leave that alone.
All right.
It is going to leave, or somebody touches it anyway and gets her mutated.
So I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna risk anyone else. That's
Tisrena says, and as soon as Thyrenne's out of sight,
Just clip clop right back again.
No, I just
All
did.
right. Shall grab the lot of you and grant
I've
you.
had enough risky mutation.
Yeah, yeah. I suspect
it's-
so.
Only been positive so far, so you can only continue to be positive. So
Alright. The hard, solid stone of like a lava forged rock gives away to it looks like flagstone almost, or laid stonework. The heat becomes less oppressive as you descend as opposed to more until you eventually find yourself in some kind of structure. Whatever has been here has long since fallen apart, but it might have been a magnificent little altar back in its time.
Whoa.
You can see at one end of the room is indeed a gigantic statue. There's an engraving, or there was an engraving on the shield, but it's been worn away by time. Yeah, these maps go really hard.
can I make a religion check to see if I can identify who this might be?
You'd be better off with a history check. Right, you can give it a go.
Okay.
I would like to assist.
I'll assist you. You're
Is
probably
that
much better
humongous
than
fun
me.
dart?
Okay.
Yeah.
Daddy Von D.
Ooh, okay. No, you've seen this coat of arms that's on his shield, even if you can't make out the engravings that have been worn away. Like, there's enough evidence of the coat that's been on it. Admittedly, it's missing all of its heraldic colors because it's grayscale. But it's on one of the old grave sites, one of the ones above the slipway that led into what turned out to be a quite rank sewage system with a corrupted planar monster in it, as the Sternbacher family crest.
It's not
Now,
on
the
dark at all. Well, I feel cheated.
No, this Sternbacher was the magical like weapon crafting family, the family of plus ones.
Mm-hmm. Fascinating.
And yeah, you've definitely seen that they had a mausoleum here. It had cracked through and given way into the spillway, but you know it was still theirs, and you had reason to believe that they have some connections to a lot of the magical artifice in this place. Considering you're right below a layer full of corrupt residium, the evidence certainly speaks for itself.
Doesn't explain what corrupted the Residium, though. That's these guys.
Yeah.
Really fucked it up.
This place
the
just
Von
looks like
Darkstead.
lava.
This place does appear to just be lava. You can make perception tests if you would like.
Surprised there's not some horrible monster waiting for us down here. Usually is.
I don't know. That centroid circle looks like primes stand here and get monstered.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It's a funny thing that you're looking directly at the circle in the middle. No, it isn't prime monstering. You can see that there are like little ribs under the edge of the circle. I don't have the means to draw them right now. But there is a certain lift to it, as though a raised
Oh.
button were built into the middle of this thing, and it might well be an elevator of some kind. Hard to say whether it goes up or down from here, but it is a
If I look
classic.
up at
A
the
classic.
ceiling,
When you look up at the ceiling, you can see that it is mostly this like quite solid looking stone, and it's all got the ashy black stain of having been full of lava. There is ventilation up there somewhere. Not very good ventilation, but enough to, make sure that this whole place isn't just one great big poisonous cloud from just being full of lava all the time.
Are we definitely sure that the ceiling there is real and not some sort of like weird illusion?
You could throw a rock
Uh,
at it.
Yeah.
How high up is the ceiling? Because certainly if it is there, then I can see through such things, in a
Oh.
manner of speaking.
Do you want uppies?
Very well. Are you able to lift me by enough? The ceiling looks to be still another like 20 feet above you, even from this towering staircase.
I can get you to jump really high. I can't guarantee that you're gonna not like tumble on the way down.
I see. I would be probably best off not using up your magic for such things.
Oh no, this is something I can do pretty regularly.
Oh, then sure, send me up. Or at
Okey-doke.
least point me the right direction.
Yeah.
Puppies.
All right.
Yee.
She will crouch down, channel her in Baldur's Gate 3, and fucking leap up. With a 35, I wasn't expecting a high roll. She is a fucking psionic warrior. All of her stats are in Constitution,
yeah,
not
I
Strength.
see that. Just 7.
Yeah, she with a 35 can perform a quite impressive propelled leap upwards. She doesn't get close enough to touch the ceiling, but close enough that the ceiling passes within range of her blind sight. And when she comes back down again to land, probably a terrifyingly close to the edge, like right here. Clunk.
Whoa
She'll
there.
stop and do the old casual lean forward, and then she leans slowly backwards. The roof is real.
Okay.
No, little monsters.
I was also making sure that it wasn't like some devious giant rock that's just going to fall on us or something.
It seemed quite solid.
Okay.
Tahru, come here.
Yep.
Follow down the stairs quietly. As you might expect, the stonework down here is quite hot, although likely not as hot as the like literal depths of the lava lake you were in. This fire, almost by comparison, feels colder. It's very clearly lava, and it will burn you horrifically if you touch it, but it doesn't have quite the same depth. It's almost like these lava flows here are feeder tubes for the amount that's being produced above.
Hmm.
Someone went to a great deal of trouble to regulate how much lava's coming in here. But I don't see any forging equipment, so I'm not quite sure why. Maybe we'll find out why below.
Yeah, maybe if this does move up and down, that as you say, further below, that there's a collection pool.
Could
It
be.
looks like this lava comes to a stop here on this floor. Like it's not descending any further. It's cooling and pooling, and it's possibly being channeled right back into the top again by some kind of convection means.
I'd just like to ask the the +1 family. Are they a family that's sort of well known still currently, or are they a family that's sort of like died out?
They're very much one of those families of old legacy. Like they basically disappeared during one of the Crusades.
Mm-hmm.
So quite a bit older than this adventure, so to speak, but it coincides with the early part of the Von Dark family's existence.
Okay. I was more making sure there wasn't, you know, a load of people running around with that name, but no power or anything
No,
like that.
Sternbachers are rare if completely gone.
Okay.
What if they are the Von Darks? Dun,
It's
dun, dun.
entirely possible. There's
Hmm.
with a 31, there's no real. It's not like you know the lineage of this ancient forgotten family. You just know of its existence, both by comparison to a mausoleum you've seen, and knowing that it is a name that is stamped on some of the plus weapons that you've gotten while you've been down here.
And I hardly think that most families tend to have such a detailed family tree. I don't know any widows that would do that.
The shadow of a cast washes over you all, and for a moment is but forgotten.
Do we all jump on it at once, or are we gonna take this one at a time?
We should
Hell with it.
definitely go at once.
It's that classic thing of when someone steps on it, it does the clink stink and begins to descend. You got to be quick; it will get on it in time. There you go.
I've played enough video
Brilliant.
games. The worst boss is the elevator boss.
And it descends. And things get an awful lot cooler, a lot sooner than one might have expected. You're going down most definitely, but it feels a lot more like you're going up. At some point, you pass through a fog bank. It's thick, wispy white fog, and for but a brief moment, it covers all of your eyes. It couldn't have been more than like 20 foot of fog, but you pass through it, and there are some very disconcerting noises coming from Unnamed.
Are you okay?
No, the world disappeared completely for a moment, which not my experience usually. And as she trails off, you can all see why.
Oh.
Even if she
Hmm.
doesn't exactly know what she's quote unquote looking at.
We've
We
been
seem to have exited
taken
our normal
somewhere
reality.
else.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Can I discern what kind of plane this is?
Sure. Give me an
Um,
Arcana.
okay.
I'll assist.
Nope. ChatGPT? Nope.
That was interesting. Everyone else's icons logged off for a second.
Oh, that was exactly what happened for me. I was like, oh no.
I must have looked away at
36.
exactly that moment.
Don't worry, we also just all simultaneously transported to a different plane.
I see, of course. Yeah, this is definitely a pocket dimension, although it's clearly fractured and broken. Without proof or evidence of how this happened, you've really only got conjecture. Usually a pocket plane exists basically in perpetuity. It doesn't just like break down. So it's not the rigors of time that have blown this place to smithereens, but some act. At the same time, though, if it were some kind of drastic explosion, things like bookcases wouldn't simply be flowing around. They'd be so much ash, or they'd have been incinerated or destroyed in some other more meaningful way. The place is certainly fractured, but the objects floating around in it are unharmed by the rigors of time.
Hmm. Well, that's
Also,
not
I
good.
made sure to double check. This map existed before Skate 3 came out. Just to make that one nice and clear.
Oh,
As
sure
did
it
my
did.
idea for what's down here. Although, I definitely lent into to an element of it when I realized.
gonna say, I was expecting a big forge brick to come smack us. That
No,
elevator.
No. Yeah. Up higher floor was the forge brick, and down here, you got to do some jumping to get to a spookster.
Speaking of which, there looks like bookshelves over here.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
they're all remarkably intact, considering that this whole place is shattered. You'd expect the books to all be scattered loose or rendered to naught but ash.
I picked one up.
All right. This book appears to be written in Common, a classic dialect, but still certainly common. One second, I think I can hear. No, I'm just being tricked into thinking I can hear it fine. Where even is my? Oh, it's right. Yeah, no, it's fine. I thought it was buzzing away at me, and it's not. Uh, yes, this appears to be an old common book, and it is a number of diagrams, basically measurements for forging practices. Some of them have been leafed through and edited. There's a lot of maths, very large graphs of like high mechanical engineering for something as simple as how effective a sword can be. Like this is an entire book on the long sword, and it's probably like 200 pages thick.
Wild.
oh no, the darkest of arts.
I think this is where that family kept their designs.
Perhaps their workplace. This is about some kind of lava generating portal.
That would make sense, I suppose. Though it's clearly fallen
Want
into
me to-
disrepair.
Should I
One
grab
of these
some of
books
those
appears to
ones?
be a ritual book.
Oh, gimme. Uh, just for the sake of trying it, can I, just to see if it's not anything like this is weirdly actually purposeful design, I'm just trying to will the book towards me.
No, it does not do so. It
Okay.
was almost certainly once like a cohesive and collected library,
Mhm.
but it's been shattered and splintered and pulled apart.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure it wasn't like some.
Like a psychic oratory.
Yeah.
No, no such luck.
Hmm.
Let us see. Right here. This book here that you've picked up contains a level 20 restoration ritual.
What?
Whoa.
Or at the very least half of a ritual. You can make an arcana test or a religion test to figure out what it is.
I might need a little help here. This one looks.
Yeah, the DC is
Assist.
40.
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
assist.
gonna need some help.
Arcana.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no. Okay. Big nubby. Come on, big nubby. No.
Definitely not
Ow.
40. You have no idea what this ritual is or meant to do. It's far beyond your ken.
Hmm.
Oh. Dang.
Sish has super no idea with just a raw dog 17.
That was an assist. It just
Oh, okay. So,
rolled
yeah.
late.
29 is still not going to get you there.
Something to mull over, but not right now.
They're naming plot hands and hips. I don't suppose any of them are in Braille. You don't
I-
detect any in Braille.
No, and I don't know how long it would take me to try and translate anything like this.
It's fine. I'm not a spellcaster myself.
But, big, but, if when we get back, I'll be able to use milk, and you'll be able to see exactly what this is.
Ah, you would return my vision? I
But-
would rather you did not. The
Oh,
very
no.
last thing these eyes saw was my beloved, and I would rather not see anything else until I can see her again.
Oh, no. Milk is a project I have.
No.
It works with the brain.
Milk works with the brain?
Long story. I'll have to show it you when we get back. But
Okay.
doesn't require sight.
Oh, okay, very well then.
But I won't spoil the surprise. And yeah, so dare I say we go and see what's going on and find probably some sort of fractured forged space.
Is there a way to go from here? From where I am, I can make out very little.
Is there any like clump in the distance? Like we're gonna
I
have
mean,
to
you
like
can see a
hopscotch?
portal like right here.
I was just making sure that making sure there's nothing around here that we need to go look for first.
Not on purpose, no.
Hmm.
Just mysterious bookcases full of floating books.
Is there
Hmm.
anything on the bookcases other than just more volumes of stuff?
There appears to be on the bottom of a bookcase that's just like the one over here. That bottommost bookcase has a number of bottles under, like, on the lowest shelf of it.
Tisrena, do you know how to cast Mage Hand?
I believe I do. Let me just top of my things. Uh, yes,
Oh,
but
the new toys are so good.
yeah, I do.
Wow.
But the infinite arcane patterns haven't been formed yet. I haven't
What?
made a macro, but I do.
Oh, then could you just grab those bottles?
Mm-hmm.
Look at how good that is. How useful that shit is. A fucking cone button.
Amazing.
Oh.
It counts squares too.
It counts all the squares it fills, yes.
I can't
Well,
wait
it counts the number of squares.
for 2
Yep,
weeks when they
so-
break it.
Yep, can't wait. But yeah, no, I thought that it would be like laggy like crazy because they just did an update and it isn't. Alright, yeah, you can mage hand over a bottle. The bottle appears to have in it a liquid. It is a very silvery liquid. You can make an arcana test if you happen to know alchemy and stuff. Then you have a easier DC.
Did I take it the alchemy thing? I know I took the enchanting thing. Did I take the alchemy thing? No, I did not take the alchemy thing. I dabble, but I haven't got like a special thing of it.
Okay.
I've got the rituals of brew potion, but that's about it.
Give me an arcana.
Okay.
Alright, a 24. This appears to be a bottle of starlight.
Hmm.
It can be used to craft implements or perform rituals.
I'll definitely have to see if this correlates to the blueprint that we've got here. But again, maybe we'll find a little bit more through yonder. Anyone else want to do anything else while we're here before we inevitably accidentally set stuff on fire?
If you think that's likely, maybe we should take these books and bag them up.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I've got Pat a little satchel on the side. Don't worry. This is my most prized area.
Should I sit and make myself a drink while you're all collecting books?
Did we want to do a full categorization? I mean, I'm happy to, but do we not
It
have
looks
like
like the work of quite a lot of ours.
I was going to say, I don't really want to do this when we could at any moment have something jump out and go, what are you doing here?
Well, you're the one who suggested maybe everything will get lit on fire, so...
I more mean that, when we go in there, stuff tends to happen.
Hmm.
But we can take at least a little something with us, so,
Yeah, why don't you
just
take
in
that
case.
ritual book?
You could
Mm-hmm.
you grab a couple favorites.
Yeah, you can
I
all
grab a couple
you can all give me
random
like
books.
perception tests, see if you can spot anything that's relevant to your class. All right, let's see here. Thyrenne, you locate a book called Blaze It and Praise It. 101 Ways to Make Sure Your God Knows You Love Them.
Oh, sweet. Thyrenne will pocket that.
When you have a proper look, it appears to be a large number of tested and medically approved by Brotherhood sanctimonious monks for hardcore hallucinogenics.
Oh,
But it does have an excellent recipe for brownies.
okay. Wait a minute.
It does warn about not damaging the cooking equipment.
Yep. Let's see here. Renna, you locate a looks like a wizard spellbook, actually. It stands out just because it's got those extra studs and jewels on it that one would associate with a wizard spellbook.
Hmm.
When you try to grasp it and pull it over with a mage hand, the book floats over to you of its own accord, and the jewel based in the spine of it begins to glow. It looks like this is some kind of hands-free mage book. The spellbook only has a couple of spells in it, but plenty of space for more to be added.
This is so. I can't stress how useful this would be.
Yeah, it is a magic book whose specialty magic is just that the book itself will float. But it does have at least one spell you can copy in it. Let me double click the power section and pull out for you. The level 11 War Wizard of Cormyr spell, Lightning Rebel.
Let me look that bad boy up now.
I will pop a link in for you.
Oh,
Tahru, you look around and find a section on delicious meals for gargoyles, the secret to the perfect gem sandwich.
Amazing.
Saoirse, you take a peek,
wow.
and you can see that there is a book that is just ominously blank. There's no writing on the spine or on the cover. It's a black book, but it's a really plain color of black as well. There's nothing even ominous about that. It's just dusted and worn out. And when you drag the book
Just
over, you find that
regular.
it's so curiously regular compared to all the other books that are here. And you pop it open and can see that it is a secret storage book. Inside the book is drugs.
Oh,
Let's see.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. Chemical items. Appears to be giggle gas. Behold, giggle gas. Giant green clouds will erupt from the shattered glass sphere and set everyone in the area into convulsive laughter.
Yay!
Unnamed will ask you to just pick out something that looks dragony. When there is no forthcoming response shootouts.
Oh, well, is there any particular dragony aspect thing you want, or just,
Sure, make a
anything?
perception test for
Okay.
her. You find Adventure of the Dragon's Lair.
Oh,
A sordid romantic tale.
Oh. I'm really sorry. They didn't have any dragon books, I'm afraid. But I
A
think
shame.
I kid. Here you go. It's a. I'm just gonna whisper. It's a teamy romance novel.
How lurid. She will put it in her little. I imagine that her bag of choice is the classic messenger bag. Just pop that in there. I will see about getting that transcribed to Braille somehow.
Oh, I tell you what. I will. If you let me take that
Oh.
back to the milk, and then you can live the experience and everything. I'll make sure
Sure.
that the door's locked for you when you do that. Yeah.
It's not hardcore pornography, is it? Surely it's just.
I'm not going to judge your journey.
Very well. And yeah, she'll hand it back. It's a bit of a schlick fic, but you know. What now? Savin, pay attention to this game.
I am paying attention. What the fuck do you want from me? That's a bunch of books.
I know.
There's nothing for me to do. I'm waiting for these fucking get your shit and let's go.
All right. Then yeah, there is a portal up ahead. You are free to enter.
I missed the what level of giggle gas is it?
Oh, level 9. As you
why
enter the
are the wizard
portal.
and cleric going first? Tank, get up there.
Yeah.
But adventure, ho. Oh.
Wizard back.
No. Moo.
I think I've spotted a bug. As I tabbed out and then back into this page, I can see a bunch of floating radial markers. Okay, that made that one go away.
I
There's
figured.
still a Guardy one and a Pets one floating around, just in the ether.
Ooh.
I still see yours right here
Grab
pointing
my
off
There you go.
to one side.
Oh, okay, good. Everyone is all fixed. So yeah, that's apparently a thing that can happen. Okay. You can actually see before you go through the portal that the room on the other side is quite bright, if anything. And that there is a large desk at the room's center with someone sat at it. It's hard to make out more details. The portal renders them quite blurry. But whatever's on the other side is actually occupying the space.
Well, that's good. At least we're not going through a portal into an infinite beyond.
They all certainly feel like infinite beyonds, but I'll take your word for it. There is a momentary sense of something familiar, almost deja vu as you make the transition through the portal. Like you almost expect the journey to keep taking you somewhere else, but it doesn't. Instead, you are
Oh.
stood here before a great big circle. There remains the last structures of something titanic, a display case, old chests and bunker. There is a lady sat at a desk, surrounded by what appears to be winged Morrigan Valkyries.
Oh,
At the
Thyrenne will
far
make the
corner,
sign of the raven over her chest.
yeah, on the far corner is some kind of circle of power within which sits 4 individuals who look like elven monks. The individual at the table looks at you. They make the sign of the raven, but otherwise do not speak up.
Hello?
So for all to see a little bit more clearly. She wears the scattered remains of a Morriganite robe, quite destroyed. The only reason she's not naked is perhaps because the clothing beneath is magical. She has a number of chains wrapped around her. They don't quite lock her to the desk, but well, actually, they might. A number of them just seem to go down past the level of the desk itself. She's still staring at you with deep red eyes. Those of you who have been around vampires recognize a vampire when you see one.
Can you speak at all?
She performs a number of gestures at you. You recognize as sign language.
Ah, good. We have a sign language speaker and a blind woman.
When you say blind woman, she looks towards unnamed sighs. She sighs. Her sigh doesn't bring any sound with it, however. She simply crosses her fingers and makes a little nest of them to lean her chin upon, waiting for you to speak up.
Well,
As you get closer, the Valkyries look
Uh,
a little bit more concerned. They're holding what appear to be great swords quite closely.
Thyrenne will wave at them. Mean you no harm, I promise. I didn't really expect to find all of this down here, but we came from a mine, and there's a bunch of monsters in it. And then this was at the bottom.
yeah,
And she pauses,
we were kind of expecting more monsters, and this is a nice change of pace.
reaches for a scroll and just flips it over to the reverse side so that she can write on it. Eventually, she holds it up again. The bottom of the mine, not the top.
Correct. We have been through so many layers. There were temples and magma flows and all sorts of things, and even dragons, like a multitude of dragons.
She makes a she
Lava.
makes the motion as though she's tisking, but obviously you don't hear anything. She will add below that. Are they all quite dispatched?
The monsters? Well, the ones that we couldn't reason with peaceably, yeah.
Most of them.
Works a brow, but leaves it at that point before proceeding. She will write out another letter. What do you want?
That's a good question. Like I said, we didn't expect to see, like, an office down here.
We kind of just wanted to make sure that, everything was cleared out and our workers weren't going to just be, dragged off to untimely doom.
Yeah, if you're not planning on, going through that portal and murdering our miners, then I guess nothing. Do you need help? You look like you're kind of chained up.
She will frown, has an expression in her face that sort of it basically speaks loud enough for you. Taps their nails on the desk. What of Lord Wayne? She writes.
That's a good question. The Von Darks have basically sealed up their manor, and no one's heard from the Lord for a bunch of years. There's a couple of his kids still running around, but no one's in charge of the place that we know of.
She frowns again. Kids?
Yeah, Guinevere's living in the town.
Tilts her head to the side. Frowns. Then shrugs. Doesn't appear that she's ever heard of them.
Can I ask what you're doing down here?
Adds on. Good question. Don't remember.
Would you
I
like
do
to
have this. She places her parchment down, reaches under the desk, and pulls out what appears to be a black gem of a very specific cut.
Oh, is that for the church?
It is for the church.
Oh, can we take that? I think I know where that goes to.
And she nods and slides it across her desk.
Thank you. Well, I guess back to my question. Do you need help or some way to get out of here? 'Cause we can get you out, probably. She'll look at the Valkyries and the elves sitting over in the circle of power.
She frowns. She'll tug at the chain as though pointedly. It doesn't make a rattle, although it should.
I
And then
mean,
pauses and will write on a booklet. Unfortunately, I'm a ghost. I believe freedom from here would be the end of things.
oh. Are you, bound here for a reason that you can remember? Are you doing anything for the Bondarks?
She furrows her brow again and writes, why would I do anything for them? They work for me. Or
Oh.
worked, she scribbles off.
I mean, that's an excellent question. What do they do for you, or were they supposed to do for you? Because it kind of looks like they don't do much of anything productive. And haven't for a
They
long time.
collected materials for me. Well, you say family, it was just Wayne, young lord of an associate estate.
Oh. Would you mind telling us what for?
She just snorts idly. She flips around the piece of parchment that she's been writing on, and it shows you that it is a design for a weapon. It looks like a beautiful, slender estoc.
That's certainly
Next to
very
it
pretty.
is a large amount of arcana and probably an amount of mathematics required.
You're building a weapon. What for?
She shrugs.
Fair enough, I guess.
She will pick up another piece of parchment, frowning when she's low on things to write on that appear to not already have contents on them.
Oh, I've got some spare here.
Yeah, we'll always carry spare.
And she will begin writing out properly. You can see that she's got one of those very classic, neat written hands where you're pretty sure that on any form that she's handed, she'll write in case, and even when it doesn't ask her to, like it'll be that very neat block capital line writing. And yeah, she writes out, I am Lady Sternbacher, and I am the creator of a great magical many weapons. I do so for knights on their crusades. I do so because I can. And I do so because my daughter became a most astute archmage. As did her husband. As for why I am here, I do not remember. Indeed, you say that Wayne has become a true lord and owns the land beneath. She scratches out beneath, above this place. I do not know how that came to be.
The Sternbacher name is very old, like centuries back. You're kind of a figure out of legend if that's the case.
She exhales slowly. Surely my daughter was the legend.
Well, it's your whole family. I don't think any individual names really came down, at least not in common history.
She ponders on that for a time, likely going through some mixed feelings there. At least they had kids, she will write.
Well, if you are planning to build a weapon and you supply knights, there's sort of a big conflict going on the surface between knights and an evil vampire lord. So if you want to finish your weapon, maybe we could bring you the stuff you need.
She quirks her brow and then gives you a smile, pointing at her own fangs, before writing on the book, evil vampire, knight orders, and then she writes under the S as though plural.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
She
I'm
looks relieved at that news.
not from here, I'm from way up north, but yeah, there's like a half dozen or so big knightly orders that support the Eternal King in his eternal fight against evil vampire dude.
She looks confused at some of the like titles that you're using. Like Eternal King clearly is not part of her nomenclature either. But she gets the gist of what you're saying. I would be happy to assist the knights again, but I believe that I'm quite beyond that.
Oh,
Maybe I could craft one last thing. Tell me, do you know why my home is in such a state?
the reason for basically anything on the Von Dark estate and below it and above it, basically a total mystery. I don't know, I'm sorry.
She sighs and then points over her shoulder. And who are they? And she
Couldn't tell
gestures
you.
the monks. You can make a perception test.
Sure.
Wow, with a 30, it's the DC. You can see that they have symbols of Marifa on them, the Dark Goddess of Secrets.
Oh, those are Marifran monks.
Oh, hey. Should have brought Pops down here.
I don't think we wanted to bring Pops down here.
Fit
No,
right
we
in.
definitely don't want to bring Pops down here.
She writes Marifa Warlock Pact person.
No, I think it's just Marifra. honestly.
Or at least a very good girl of her. But
Really?
That confuses her.
Oh,
Hmm.
wait, never mind.
She scribbles in underneath Warlock Pact person, Monk Lord.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Did she
She
come down here
stretches out
and
her
wreck
crab
your stuff or
hands.
something?
She bears that some consideration before eventually writing, "Don't think so."
Then why do you have Marie-Friend monks sitting on a floating dais?
So they don't go anywhere. I got tired of them fighting the Valkyries.
Why would they do that?
Just freaking writes Lord of Secrets and then big question mark. She shrugs helplessly afterwards.
They want
Thyrenne's
the
also going to shrug like,
secrets,
look, I'm a Morganite
assumedly.
priestess and Pops is one of my best friends, and she's a Marie-Friend. Or Mariefra, or something.
She bears that some consideration. I think it is because there are secrets here, not because of hate.
Fair enough,
She
I guess.
gestures at the wall over there and the gigantic glowing blue book.
Can I take a look?
Yeah, she shrugs and invites you to go ahead.
Cool.
Right. Can you make a wisdom check, please, as you
Oh
read
boy,
the
I'd
book?
love to. Just a raw stat check?
Yep.
Oh, that's garbage. I think I'll spend your AP
Okay.
to try that again. There we go.
Hey, okay. You have very much like the same reaction the first time Nada's name was said to you. Like at some point your mom was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna say it, but it might hurt, sweetie," because she was just sick of talking in circles around who the mystery witch in the woods is. Uh, it probably gave you a pretty grim headache, maybe a nosebleed or something. Very much the same situation there. This book is full of divine secrets. Do you read Celestial?
Thyrenne sure does, in fact, read Celestial.
Yeah, okay then. You can see this is an accounting of a different, like, world's gods. We would recognize them as players as like an accounting of the Eonan gods.
Oh,
Oh,
And
nameless. I
most
think these are
importantly,
your
you can
gods.
see. Yeah, you do see indeed mention of Wovar in there. They have their own section. It looks like each portion of the book has been broken up into a description of these gods, much like the Omnitheist Bible you discovered in the church, with sections that filled them in as each gem was slotted home. This is a very complete version categorizing the Eonan book. When you lift it up, you can see that the lady is watching you. At which point she waves you closer, looks confused for a second.
Hey, there's a Morgan in here, too.
Yeah, she nods in agreement. And then slides a finger over the pages, and then, yeah, you notice that she stops on Nefri and also on. Oh God, I always forget the name of the god of trade.
Narend.
Yes, Nerend. She hands the book back and then writes down on the pages that you've given her. I haven't looked at that for a while. Those sections are new.
Oh, so
isn't
it
that the one that
auto-updates.
those other guys woke up?
Yeah, when you look through this book,
Nefri?
yeah, no, and you have a very different story when you read that book, Thyrenne. Nefri has nothing to do with this plane, so far as you can tell. Instead, it recounts the Cliff Notes version of the Sav 5, Sav 4 adventure.
Oh, so there are parallels between our gods and theirs.
When you go to Morrigan, you find out that Iona was the Morrigan, her triple aspected versions, like triple aspects, when Iona and this place were close. They originally were not part of this setting's pantheon.
Huh. Well, that's neat.
Strokes her chin.
Why do you have something like this just down here near your workshop?
She shrugs helplessly. I've guessed many times. It's something to do with me being in a demi-plane, but my daughter made this. This plane is not as old as gods.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your daughter's name?
Oh gosh, I cannot remember. It is the same name that was written on the one whose son attended the Second Crusade, the Giant Crusade.
Yeah.
Look, there's
Yeah.
there's just like a
Yeah,
moment
yeah.
of fear deep in my heart. It was like, oh yeah, her name was Morgan. Smiley face.
Smiley face. No. No, I've made sure that the Inspirus and Sternbacher lines are not connected.
Yet.
Yet.
Mhm.
No, that family is, as far as you're aware, extinct. Like, no one's out there making +1 weapons anymore.
Oh, say, do you have your daughter's, like, research notes? People aren't using her methods anymore. They're kind of lost to time. But they'd sure be helpful nowadays.
She gives that a little bit more thought before frowning and shaking her head. I have them, but if they were lost, it might have been for a reason. They are not my notes to unearth.
If it was for a reason, I don't think it would have been a good one.
She shrugs
Nowadays,
helplessly.
weapons, a lot of them outside of this estate, they're made with monster parts, and they can paint the minds of the people who wield them.
You can give me a persuade test.
Sure. Would anyone like to assist?
Yeah. Wait.
Persuasion.
Diplomacy. Yes, that's the name of the skill.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
diplomacy.
assist.
Ours is ability.
Yeah.
I'm not trained in it.
It's gotta be it's gotta be a lot better than like sticking monster bits into everything.
I mean, we seem to be able to
Like
make
just
stuff
being
here.
able to make them would probably save a lot of people a lot of sanity.
Mm-hmm.
She bears it some thought. Yeah, let's see that roll.
Assist.
All right.
Whoa, what the fuck?
So that's +4 for Savin's roll, which I bet now,
Okay.
because you rolled a really good diplomancy, is going to be way lower.
It's
No,
Agnes.
hey, you did it. That made it
One
35.
higher.
She sighs. Fine. You're right. Before going underneath the desk and pulling out a stack of parchment. This parchment is incredibly weathered and old looking. It's had mending cast on it a number of times. It has that look about it where the weathering is inconsistent. Like, there are tears and repairs that make portions of the paper look newer than the other. She will very gently place the parchment stack down before you. In fact, would it even be parchment? It might actually be a vellum book.
Wow.
So it's got
really,
that like crinkly nature to it.
really like touching history. Thank you so much. Oh, make sure this is put to good use.
She nods. When you look through it, you can see that these are probably like proto notes, something that she's missing, like the next logical step to. It's probably gonna take a talented wizard smith similarly like just quite a long time to take this to its logical conclusion in the form of making +1 weapons.
It's okay. I'll just give it
I
to
was gonna say,
my cousin
luckily,
who'll
in the
give it to her new boyfriend Tristan, and
yeah,
there you go.
yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. Luckily, you do know people who could do this in the future. The reason it's the proto notes is partially just to protect the timeline. Like +1 weapons turning up out of nowhere is no bueno usually. Now that makes it more valid in future campaignery.
Needs to be rediscovered or like re.
Yeah, essentially
Started.
re-engineered.
It needs to happen after Shivs is done.
Essentially, yeah.
At the end of shifts, basically, hey guys, we managed to get weapons to fight. Oh, you already beat. Oh,
Someone
okay,
runs up with
cool.
a handful of +1 longswords. Look, my lords, just in time to fight Velt. He sees a brontosaurus walking out, very confused.
It's with Velt stains on his tummy. Sir Bront.
My tummy hurts.
Like Sir Bront has pride of place.
What a
They
good
made him a
day.
plaque. He has a knight order and everything. I mean, he himself just sits there and eats leaves all day. There's probably like druids
Hell
whose
yeah.
whole time is just spent making sure that there are trees large enough to support a creature of such stature.
whoever knew that it would be a creature with such a long neck that would beat a vampire lord?
There's too much neck. The vampire was
Yeah.
confused.
Oh, no, I get it. Okay.
Right. Well, so the weapon you were working on, what do you still need brought down to you?
She sighs, and when she turns it back over, she'll like run a finger down the various ingredients. She needs residium, and she needs Elysian steel.
I've
Oh.
never seen Elysian steel before.
She frowns.
Is that not something we've found?
No, I don't think you found Elysian steel before. She'll
But
go
last
over to
time-
the blank book and write. Unfortunately, Wayne had a large number of ingots of it collected from their elf dimension.
Can
Elf
we not have-
dimension.
She nods.
Oh,
I
have
know,
you never
it
been
sounds
banished
crazy.
before?
She raises her brows and then very hurriedly scrolls, "Don't do that here."
Oh, no, I mean, if you get banished in the outside world, you go to Elysian, then you can get a coffee.
She pauses at coffee and then shrugs. Before she writes, "Planar magic and teleportation in here, though, big boom."
Right.
Oh,
She gestures at the portal where you can see that there is a completely shattered library.
Oh, is that what happened there?
She nods.
who
Ah.
who did that then?
That she clearly doesn't know. She just shrugs helplessly. I
Okay.
was hoping you could tell me.
Maybe.
I'm afraid the history of this place is basically a mystery to us still.
We've basically just been assuming anything weird that happens is because of one of the Von Dark children.
I mean, it's nothing to say it wasn't
Or
them
adjacent
involved
family.
somehow.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
You know,
I'd give it pretty good odds that one of them came down here, tried to steal things, and teleport away, and then exploded himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also, Miss, I don't know if you ever experienced this in your era, but Residium, a lot of it nowadays is kind of mixed up, and go into
She
intrinsic
tilts her
detail
head
about what we know.
curiously.
Yeah, kind of a little bit unstable.
At least the stuff down here in the mine, it's pretty corrupted.
Yeah,
She
like
furrows her brow. Residium in the mine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Who
there's
is
like-
loads.
disenchanting?
one floor up or one floor. It's kind of growing out of the walls.
She gives you a face like the Orbit screams, "You fucking what?" Like she looks baffled at this concept and shakes her head.
Yeah, there's purple
impossible.
residium crystals just jutting out of the wall.
Yeah.
And
She
it
snaps her fingers
mutates
again, and
people.
the gesture is silent. Purple residium.
Mhm.
Yes.
Meteorite blood. In the mines?
Meteorite blood?
Is that
Works
what
her head.
it is?
She nods, as though this were like obvious common knowledge to wizards.
Oh,
Hmm.
what? Like,
Silent, deep sigh. And she's going to gesture at the chains again and writes out, "It would be easier if I could talk."
Ain't that the truth?
Okay, I know if you leave here, you're probably going to dispel yourself, but can I remove those and let you talk?
She nods.
Oh, well, okay.
And Thyrenne's gonna like stop herself before she touches them. She's gonna look at the Valkyries like,
You're not going to get mad if I do this, right? We're all cool down here?
Yeah, you're not gonna like turn into some kind of horrifying monster, right?
The Valkyrie gives that a lot of thought by looking at her. Before eventually speaking up, "I don't know. Strange magics bind us all to this place. Fuel for something, as it has been for a long time. Maybe those chains are dangerous."
okay.
Okay,
I'm going
but
to have
you're
a
not going
look
to get
over
mad
them.
at us if we touch them.
"Not personally."
Are you in any way bound or compelled that you know of to act if we do?
She considers a way to say it. "We are bound and compelled to something. Something."
Which you can't tell us about.
Possibly.
Is this their fault?
she's gonna point at the Marie-Friends.
The Valkyrie looks over. "No. They came for that book.
Oh, okay.
They would not stay dead, so they are bound in a circle."
38 Arcana on the chain. I'll assist on that because Thyrenne's also peeping them.
Sure.
40
Oh,
Arcana.
yeah, a 40. A 40 Arcana is high enough. These are from the Ritual of Rebirth. Although
Oh.
someone appears to have put a curse of silence on them. The Ritual of Rebirth is essentially something that attunes your body to a site so that you return there if you are killed.
Huh.
On the first round after you die, your body and all of your possessions disintegrate and reform at this well of life. You return to life as though you had taken an extended rest and are freed of any temporary conditions suffered at death. The ritual works even if you died on another plane, and you do not suffer a death penalty after returning to life. You cannot be restored if you are petrified or died of old age.
Wow.
The magical properties of this can only be used once per character, and in most cases a god will charge a gold surcharge, but obviously that's not part of this. That's just 4E speak. The constellations will charge you money to come back. But yeah, no. There is yeah, definitively it's looking, especially since she said that she's a ghost, that she's died maybe twice. She's been returned here a second time and bound so that she, actually could stay here. It's
Huh.
possible that taking these chains off, these now quite cursed chains, will also undo whatever's keeping her undead.
Ah.
Oh,
Do the plan she's working on look like something that a different, talented magesmith could work on? Like, are they complete, more or less?
Yeah, this is a complete work. Someone else could use this.
Also, follow up.
So we're playing 4e, not 5e, but theoretically, like, solidify essence would still be a thing Thyrenne would know how to do.
Yes, that would
Could I
be a
McNab
ritual
her?
fitting. I don't. What's the spell type of that ritual? Because if it's conjuration, then no, because you blow up.
Good question. Let me look real quick. I feel
If
like
it's
it's
necromancy, you're
transmutation
fine.
or necromancy.
Yeah, if
Let
it's
me-
necromancy or transmutation, you're okay. But if it's conjuration, then no, you would explode her.
Just retroactively question then. Is Mage Hand conjuration then?
let's
Should
not
we
think
be
about that too hard. Solidify
Somehow.
essence is a transmutation spell.
Oh,
Has
then yeah,
a
you're fine.
gem
Let's just
component
pretend
of it.
we like tied a rope to Saoirse and threw her over the gaps in the last
Yeah, I
one.
mean, if we felt like
Mage Hand is probably triggered a conjuration. Then yeah, you probably would have gotten partway into doing Mage Hand before the warning tinglies came. Luckily, Mage Hand is like the lowest tier wizard utility, so it's not powerful enough. If it, it probably would have been snuffed out the opposite. Like, this place is much denser than whatever magics would occur in a Mage Hand. It just didn't manifest or work.
Okay.
But dragging someone's soul out and putting in a gem is probably considered as explosive as the person you put in it. And this lady is quite a high level.
yeah, but we're really good at magic.
You are very good at magic, but I'm saying as in because she is of a high level, if it had been a conjuration to stick her in that gem, that would have been considered powerful enough to
Yeah.
I get you.
explode.
Okay,
Explode.
so you're a ghost kind of trapped here by these chains. It looks like if we take them off, it should be fine, but you might start discorporating. If you want to continue existing, we could give you a solidify essence, and if you're willing, you'll just kind of put her on in a sentient item.
Yeah,
God knows we have-
Sandria will pack up. And sentient items are great. You can join adventurers on their great journeys and perform acts of heroism and rescue goddesses.
Yeah,
and look away and blush when they perform acts that one might consider sordid.
Yeah, we'd
Yeah.
love to have you, or we could send you on to a mage smith to work with, whichever.
She considers this and look to the Valkyries. One of them looks to her and goes, "We do not object personally." The lady will consider this for a time. And that time draws out. Like, she's obviously not used to the idea that anyone could or would be waiting on her for anything. It's just like time probably stretches on for pretty infinitely. If you left her to her own devices, she might think about it for so long she fucking forgets. So you might have to give her an elbow.
I'll give her a minute. I'm gonna go over to these Valkyries and sign of the Raven at them. Like,
hey girls.
They do the sign of the them at you.
We've got either the Morgan herself or one of her aspects kind of chilling out on the surface. Do you want to just come with us if we free this lady and you can, get back to living your Valkyrie lives? Or unlives, whatever.
Are they from this Morgan?
We are eager to rejoin the lady. And no, we're from the Eonan Morrigan, but if anyone would know a way to return us to her embrace, I would assume this realm's one word. I am still unused to the fact that they mark in vampires. And she looks down at the individual who's still pondering to herself, although we've grown used to the idea in our ears.
What do you mean? Is Morgan, from where you're from, not the god that governs the intelligent undead?
No, she is goddess of the grave. Return all things to the grave as they should be, an important part of the cycle. Think of it like a spore druid for the living.
Does she object to sentient magic items then? Because at least.
Sometimes, when it is performed as an act that subverts the act of death. We've grown used to the presence of this one, and frankly, she was already undead. The second, she pauses curiously, second time she died, so that in and of
So-
itself wouldn't be a change of state. But,
Yeah,
you know, if she were the
anything would
ghost of a
be-
human who long should have passed, then we would object much more clearly. That is a subversion of death, yes.
Right, but since she's already a ghost and has been for a while, putting her in a gem should be fine then.
It's an equivocal situation, I suppose.
Right.
It's sacrilegious, to be sure, but not to a degree that's so shockingly offensive I would attempt to stop you.
Okay, so we put her in a gem. You guys come with us and we'll take you back to the Morgan clerics upstairs?
Indeed. Hopefully when she is no longer bound by those chains, we no longer will be bound by them. Ours
Oh.
were less literal, I suppose more metaphorical in nature.
Why are you here anyway? If you can answer.
If I were to tell you an answer, I'd only be able to tell you one literal answer. It might throw you off, if anything.
Did you come here with that book?
Yes.
Do you want to take the book back with you?
Do you think knowledge of Iona is dangerous to your people? The thought that there are other gods, that there is a world split apart from another? I suspect, to a great many, the knowledge is dangerous.
Is it though? I mean, we know Elysia exists. That's another
That's
world.
true. Elysia is like a stopgap, if I were to describe it. There is a great... a wall. There is something that keeps Iona safe. It keeps the chaos out. And the thought of people trying to punch their way through to Iona on the regular to learn about or see these new gods, especially considering ours have predilection for actually walking amongst the people from time to time,
Wow.
those walls might lose their integrity.
So that's a yes on you want to take the book with you?
Yes. However, I lost it, and if you were determined to take it and keep it, well, I'd suppose at some point I'm not the book's creator and cannot stop you, except by attempt of force, one which I suspect is a party you could succeed in defending yourself against.
Oh no, I was about to give you the book. Who made it?
Before her death, Senatrea, the mother goddess. Although, according to the book, she is not. Got an update to her chapter time ago, a little before the birth of Nerend.
Thyrrenne's just gonna go over the book like, who the fuck is Senatria?
Yeah, she's got like the first section, the largest section, has been around for time immemorial, tracking the passage of different mortal life cycles.
Wow, you guys have a creator god. That's weird.
Correct.
Why don't we
We
have
might.
one?
Yes. There is, at least in that book, no proof that Senatrea made this one. Someone or something did, I'm sure, but they have not revealed themselves to the pantheon that exists.
Wild.
Correct. It is a good thing you did not bring Porbs.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, personal loyalty to Pob says I should probably give her that book, but I'm loyal to my goddess first, so Baron's just gonna pick up the book and just hand it up at the pillar.
Yeah, she will crouch down on one knee and then plucks it up, slides it over into a belt. You can see it. There's like a very handy hook You know that classic fucking World of Warcraft, just like the book slot that appears to be on a belt? She just has one of those. It's a very like in the real world, it probably looks like real fucking weird, but it's definitely a fantasy affectation.
There you
Just
go.
clicks into place. Why thanks. We couldn't reclaim it while it was still sat in that plinth.
Okay. I'm gonna take her chains off now. So hopefully we don't all just have a big freak out for no reason, right?
Brace yourself. Is something that I would suggest to someone who had some plan to do something. She hurriedly adds, before her tongue could melt out of her mouth.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Um, would I realize that there is a connection to some sort of alert with the Arcana check I did?
You don't, especially since you're like down in like a broken demi plane that's been set up here by someone. It's unlikely that these already very magical chains are also hiding an alarm. If
Yeah.
anything, it's very likely that it, at least judging by these women's words, it's gonna result in a fight. So you should prepare yourselves.
okay. Well, to whoever it may or may not concern, I apologize for any violence that may be unleashed. Hey, Tahru, could you come over here and, do your thing?
Oh
I'm gonna
boy.
go and pick up
After a couple
Tahru
seconds, Thyrenne
and
will just physically
Very-
drag Tahru
very
over into defender position.
Okay, come on. All right. Miss Spocker, can we get an answer from you about wanting to be a intelligent item?
Oh, Ian. I can be freed from it in the future if I grow tired of being a sword, yes.
And I was about to ask, do you have a preference on what you would like to be?
Well, clearly, she will hold up the Astock that she designed.
Okay, just wanted to be sure, unless you wanted to be like, a cool,
It could have been a
set of
blacksmith
gloves or a
hammer or
ring.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Or a brooch, your turtle
Mhm.
brooch says.
Brooches are
As
pretty
much,
great.
or some sort of like helm or something. But I just want to check.
She'll write out the first thing I learned with daughter still watching from the sidelines as I hammered and shaped metal was the sword. It was a very simple, ugly thing, but I'd always dreamed of making something slender and beautiful, a weapon of length and finesse both, and a little bit girthier than a flimsy nerd boy rapier.
Okay, sure. When we finish crafting that, we'll make sure that you're the one who's charging it up.
She will nod, and then very quickly goes to the parchment and amends the pommel jewel section so that there is space enough for a magical jewel that you have on your person. So, what kind of gems you carrying? What do you want to stick her in?
I'll ask her
Ooh,
that.
that's
I mean,
the
it's
question.
her house now. What?
Sure. What gems you got? Lay them out. She'll pick one that she likes.
Look, we don't
Well,
keep
we have
track of what.
17,815 gold's worth of gems in the party loot.
Yeah,
So
we
I
got fucking
imagine
everything.
she has her glut of choice.
That is true. Roll me 1d460.
460. Okay.
Hmm?
377.
All right, so it's going to be one of the quite like very fine ones.
Nice.
Right, it's gems. Let's see here. Ah, a beautiful Alexandrite bauble. Let's see, what's the usual color for an Alexandrite? That's right, yes, Alexandrite changes color as it goes.
Yeah, it's very, very pretty.
Okay. I've got it here. So, yeah, let's get these chains off and we'll see what happens.
She nods. Brace yourself. If they are being nervous, she
yeah.
gestures at the Valkyries. It probably means a real fight. And she
Oh,
puts the book
before,
down and prepares herself.
before we do, I'm assuming we're going to just try and knock you guys out, and then we're not
The
gonna try.
Valkyrie pauses. Well, when we're slain, we reappear. Don't worry.
Okay, I just want, I don't want any hard feelings.
Just gonna
If
go ahead
anything,
and
you should be
cast
quick
that.
because, well, we come back fast.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Gonna give myself an R1.
Sure.
And
Let me
then
tick on the aura for you. What color you want?
this is light, so gold.
Sure.
Okay, well, if we have to bonk you, I
There
just
you go.
want you to know that you're all beautiful and I love you very much.
Oh, thank you very much. Unnamed is going to position herself. Oh, you know what? In fact, no, she pauses and is going to like neatly take all of these stacks of paper off the desk and slide them into a drawer before she then stands on the desk.
Yeah, let's get this place ready for a brawl. Let's see. One thing I kind of love about 4 is there's really not a lot of pre-buffing you can fuck around with.
No, it's fucking
Mhm.
impossible to pre-buff. I guess at most there's a potion that has an effect for a day, but a lot of the potions are for this encounter, which,
Hmm.
you do in the encounter.
Actually, we do have the standard of the silver dragon I could plant. What does that do again for us? Let's see.
It's a cold damage buff, I believe.
Ah, yes, right. The thing for our cold nerd.
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure that pets
I tell
bites in cold, yes?
you what,
It just
we
does
just
cold damage.
killed a
Oh, I can barely understand Gardy. He is a robot.
Mm-hmm.
Is he?
another huge boss
Oh, you're not a robot. We're just losing
in
like
the
75% of your.
last session, and we still have not reached our.
Gardy is calling us from the space station. I forgot to mention.
He's on
Sorry.
the ISS.
What's up like there in space, Bowie? Let's see.
It's having
One
some
sec.
trouble.
I will. Yeah. We'll change our region. See if that helps.
I doubt it, but I hope so.
Oh yeah. No, now you're clear.
Yeah, but now I'm connected.
I mean, we can hear you right just fine.
Can you still hear me just fine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Uh,
But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, having just killed that huge solo monster in the last session, we still have not recharged the battle standard of the beast from way back at level 9.
what was the battle standard of the beast's deal?
Gives summoned creatures. When a creature casts a summoning power, it gains resist 5 to all damage and immunity to charm and fear effects. And if it normally does nothing at the end of your turn, it instead makes a basic attack against the nearest enemy.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could plonk that down. It is a standard action, and it
No,
is.
we
Huh?
haven't. We
Oh.
haven't recharged it.
Okay.
we,
What's
we
recharge
used it
requirements again?
planting it in the corpse of an elite or solo enemy, which we used it in like the first fight against Grumgar's minions, and it got knocked over, and then we haven't recharged it since.
Huh. Yeah.
Which
Ah,
is
well.
funny stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I've just realized a fun thing that's still on the list. Wouldn't this be fun to use in this fucking place?
Hey, I was gonna say, like, we didn't go back to rest. I couldn't bring any of the bombs.
I feel that would be inadvisable to use something called a dimension bomb in a already shattered pocket dimension.
Conjuration.
Says you.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you
think
want to
that'd be
die
the dopest way to
awesomely,
die ever.
yeah, if you want to die in like a fucking cascade explosion and just for some reason the goddess of Iona is like, does anyone smell something burning?
Anyone smell toast?
Just set a tray of stroke.
No, you just turn up as a pile of ashes in like her living room. Like, where did all this come from?
One of those days, Ina's like praying to send a tray and like puts a blueberry pie in a bowl and turns away, and the pie gets whisked away, but there's just this pile of ashes spilling out of it. Like,
Oh no, it smells like adventurer.
Mhm.
whoopsies.
It's just like someone clearly just pissed their stepmom off, you know? They interrupted blueberry pie time.
Hmm.
Alright, let's see. Yeah. Okay, this should be a bit of an interesting showdown. And also, yeah, oh yeah, now you've seen it on the chains. The book was the description for the ritual for the ritual of rebirth. That'd be half of an intact ritual of rebirth.
Nice.
All right.
I'm partially complete version.
Hmm? Also, that dope name is actually the for real stat block name. Angel of
cool.
Valorous Death.
Brutal.
I know,
They-
right?
Do they flick their hair as they
Whoa.
say it?
I'll quit here. 18. Oh my god, she is fast.
I love rolling a 20 for initiative and still being the slowest motherfucker around.
Don't worry, I rolled a 1 and was only barely only barely slower than you.
Oh, you're so slow, Savin. Come on.
I rolled a fucking 1 on a boss, and it meant something this time. It's plus 18. She should have steamed you. Ah, god damn it. Just in case these guys get freed, they are initiative 10.
And yeah, if things go really badly, I'm gonna run over there and be like, Pob's friends, help!
Oh no.
Oh, they're so fast.
Guys, I might be not very good at this.
Yeah, you are a conjuration wizard.
Fuck.
Don't
I
worry,
guess
you have
on
To be fair, you
illusions and
used most of those
invocations.
conjuration powers in the last fight anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Alright. Saoirse, you're first to act. As the chains tumble away from her, she lets out a sigh. Ah! Oh, that's what I sounded like! And then her eyes begin to burn. Oh. Well, I guess we expected this. Good luck. And you
Oh.
watch as blades materialize in her hands.
Yeah, that's what I expected.
Oh,
Hey,
it's
look,
just
when we
like
beat
yeah.
you down, please try to consent to the spell I'm going to cast on you really, really hard, okay?
I will do what I can. Have a lovely day.
You too.
Saoirse.
Oh, it's just like volley. Pew. Stab. I would actually shovel.
Kashunk. That's the noise a death shovel makes. Alright,
Ka-conk.
31 damage.
And
Let's see. Considering she's like way at the bottom of the turn order, I'm not going to bother trying to resist prone because you're all going to generate prones, I'm sure.
What? Would we do that? No.
You know what?
Yeah.
Let's
Would we
get
try
this
all
out
our
of the
best to put
way.
a boss on their ass to get advantage?
Bonk!
Ow!
Bong.
Hey, that's a
Honk.
nice roll.
That's a really good.
Cut
That might be your
off.
highest strike roll. Yeah.
Highest without added additional
Added additionals.
cheatery, at least. Without cheatery.
Ah, of course.
Because the one last floor was my highest. Because it was
Um,
maximized.
True. All right, Tahru.
All right. I'm just hitting the one next to me here.
Yeah, the lady next to you is.
Yep.
She needs to be bonkified.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, she'll do you a stabbing, and is probably still gonna try and do you a stabbing.
All right.
That is a hit for sure. Oh, you know who's finished events because I'm a fucking dingleberry, and I'm named my girl. I know you're thinking about Dragon Smut books, but you need to also be present here.
Not that present, apparently.
It'll take her a minute. She's here. She's still doing her job, setting you up for flanks. Now, do you want to be the one marking or her? A reminder, her marking power deals her damage back to her compared to yours, which is an attack. So you could end up doing more damage or less. It's kind of a gamble.
I feel like
Well,
let
if
unnamed
she's
mark
marked,
the boss, and you can deal the scrubblies.
yeah, I can switch to rages.
Also true.
Or
Yes.
that, I suppose.
Just do bigger numbies instead. Sure. Yeah. Or unnamed will be the
Yeah.
one to mark her when her turn begins. All right. Let us see here. The first angel of valorous death begins to sing a quite hauntingly beautiful war cry. And dives down. Let's see here. Yeah, there. And will stab at a Thyrenne. Sadly, they are aware that she is the cleric and therefore needs to be focused.
But I'm a Morganite cleric. We're supposed
You know
to
what,
be
actually?
friends.
You know what? Yeah, actually, that probably does tilt them away, even though they should be targeting you. Roll me a d2.
Sure.
Like, they should definitely be no, okay, they will go for Saoirse. And say they should definitely be targeting you because it makes the most sense, but they probably do have enough Morganite wherewithal to be like, let's not kill the Morganite if we can help it.
Just for that, I won't fight them
Alright.
either.
Okay. Good luck. 26 versus Saoirse's AC. I don't think is actually a hit.
Wow.
That was a low
That's
roll on
no
my
way.
part. No. Alright, and this one is going to fly over here and go for the move.
That's a move.
33 versus her AC. I don't think she's getting away from that. It is fire and a necrotic damage. You're marked until the end of her next turn.
Give me a second. I think I might actually have something for that.
Okay.
I'm just triple checking all my abilities, make sure I'm not gonna blow us all up. Uh,
Are you already necrotic resistant?
no.
Okay. You still take this damage then because you need to be resistant to both to avoid fire and a necrotic, but you can still deal the fire damage back to her.
Okay.
Which is enough to make her pop. Oh wait, no, that is a minor action personal. You have to activate that one, so you get hit for
Oh,
now.
sorry. I thought it was
Yeah,
my
it's
reaction.
not a
one.
reaction. So
I
yeah,
do
if she
ha-
just hits you, you take 12 fire and necrotic and are marked. If she
do
hits
have-
you again when you've activated that, then she'll go bang. Crispy
My
chicken
apologies.
wings.
Yeah.
Right, Hunter of Secrets. The playing field has clearly changed. Try and break out. You do not. They have to crit, so like I'll just roll d20s. Like their modifier isn't high enough to break out of this, so I'm just gonna roll d20s until they crit.
Little buddies.
Charge. 12.
They're just minions. They have set damage.
Mm-hmm. It is written down.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't 12 fire and 12 necrotic.
No,
The
it's 12
12,
fire
yeah.
and a necrotic. That's why you have to be resistant to both damage types to avoid the damage.
Mhm.
As opposed to thinking of it as split damage, it's joint damage.
Yeah.
Alright, unnamed. Let's see if you can set up things. What powers have you got? You used up Nightmare Vortex. I don't think she used Cascade of Rippling Force, though. Which is a stance. And you know what? She'll
Doesn't
activate
sound familiar.
it. Yeah. That
Rippling
is...
force.
Oh, yeah. I've put it up there. There we go. Alright. Alright. Takes 21 damage. She is marked. And let's see here. Rippling Force is free teleportation. Oh yeah, and she can go through marked targets and hurt them for free with her movement. Oh my god! You know what? 1 second, then let's do the challenge. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I've like completely forgotten how things work. All right, Battle Mind's Demand. And she's going to augment it so that she can mark 2 creatures outside of her range. She's going to pick these 2 here. And then is going to Rippling Force through them. It'll take her some time to get back, but, she blows up 2 minions. They go pop and reappear over here on a bed. Looking distressed to both appear in bed at the same time as each other.
Flustered raven noises.
Yeah, it really is flustered raven noises when they're both in the same bed. All right. This one is gonna block the flank and shoot fiery necrotic at someone. Yeah. All right. Yeah, she's going to block the flank and shoot Tahru. .38 versus Tahru's AC. 12 fire necrotic.
That hit.
Renna.
Okay.
You've taken a whopping 24 damage so far.
That's a good chunk of my health. So I am going to. My normal tactics aren't exactly applicable here, unfortunately. So, I think I'm just going to be on debuff duty. So, we need to whistle down vampire friend.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, these Morganites will just keep coming.
Brain zap.
Alrighty. 25 versus her will. What's her will like? It's not great, but it is better than that.
Okay.
Thyrenne.
All right. Well, one of my friends is hurt, so by God, it is time to heal. So, lady is prone. Time to beat her ass with a stick, and then heal the
Sure
move.
thing. The Morganites that you're fighting are like for a moment like really tempted to do a little pray.
Yay. All right. Let's do a Resurgent Sun on the moon. or well, on the boss, and then heal the bonk.
Oh.
Yay! Get
That
the
means you
power
get it
back
back, don't you?
immediately.
Yeah, you immediately get it back. That's some horse shit. Also, the one behind you goes, when did Our Lady produce sun magic?
Oh, our sun god died temporarily, so she's filling in for him.
Hagen died.
Yeah.
She has disadvantage on her next. In fact, all the angels have disadvantage on their next attack. They're shaken by this revelation.
I guess, oh yeah.
Theory stops herself where she's like, yeah, my grandma did an oopsie.
Yeah, my grandma. Yeah, that disadvantage
Straight
turns
to-
into
straight to
advantage immediately. All right, Lady Sternbacher. Let's see what you do here.
It was
Wait, she
radiant
rolls
damage if
two.
it matters, since she's
It
an
does
undead.
matter.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Yay!
she's a vampire. She takes an extra 10. Also, I'm gonna make a second copy of her token. Ignore this one. She gets 2 goes in the initiative.
Oh, it's been a while since that.
Yeah.
Although the last time that happened, the fight didn't go too well for us.
Oop, that should have been a 28. I did miss one of her attacks. I'll just do a double attack this time around instead of any like fancy maneuvering. She stands up.
Can she if she's immobilized? I forget it.
Yes, I believe so. She just can't move anywhere else. She's not restrained. She's just stuck where she is.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never been
Uh,
too clear.
There is one ability that she has that I think is really good, but she can't use it because she's in a pocket plane, and that's a hex portal. All those ones where you produce it, then you just fucking stab people through it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Alas, if she did that, things
Oh
would
man,
break.
they did that on the new Star Trek season. It was dope. The Titan, which is the new Enterprise, shot torpedoes at the bad guy's ship, and they just opened a portal in front of themselves and behind the Titan. It was just like, whoop! Shoot yourself in the
Nice.
asshole,
Pretty dope.
dickhole.
Okay, here comes the first phase blade. A terrible fucking miss against Tahru. Wait, no. Yeah, against Tahru. It's no
Yeah.
one marking it right now.
Great attack bonus, but oofers.
Yeah. And then a minor action bite. 29 versus AC?
No.
Yes. And then what would be her actual turn 19? Let's do that again. Oh, okay, there's something a bit more resounding for Tahru.
Oh,
That's an
Yeah.
ouchie.
Alright. You have ongoing 5 psychic damage, save ends.
Ongoing 2.
2 psychic damage, save ends. Okay. Huh, is it mirrors the number on that dot clearer than it used to be?
A little bit.
Meh?
yeah.
Then again, I'm zoomed in at
Looks about the same
150%.
to me.
Nice.
I'm at 100. It looks about the
Yeah,
same.
It looks clear. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe
Maybe it's
just
because your
imagining things.
graphics updated, drive's updated.
That's definitely not the case. It might just be because I never use pink dot.
Huh.
And then she'll try a bite. Miss again. Okay. And end of turn. Okay, no, I can't do that one. Dang. Yeah, a bunch of her cool powers are teleportation ones, which is a real bummer in a demi-plane. Alright, none of the... Oh, let's get out. None of the not Geth escape. Saoirse.
All right. Actually, I guess I bonk this one right next to me. This Oregon Valk.
Yeah. All right, she go pop.
Dong
Poof. Appears in bed with them.
dong.
I thought you were going for the other one as well.
There's
That'd require
not
more than
another
one
one
step.
within.
Of course.
Yeah, I
Right,
only
yeah.
get one shift.
All right, 35 is a hit. 32.
Nice.
That's your sideways icon. No.
Wait, sorry, that's just a normal attack. Still same damage, but that's
Not
just
not
the normal
sideways.
shovel
Yeah.
attack.
Cool. Sorry.
Now her unnamed mark goes a little.
She applies hers. She'll be able to mark
Yeah,
in a
sure.
second.
Okay, so I'm still good to
You are still
keep
good
up
to
my
do
aura
as you
for a
do.
little bit.
Yep.
Okay. Immobilizes is a +1 and +2 damage.
Bulk.
Huh?
Okay, sure. 56
Oh.
damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
God, I can't believe that you're devastating her as easily as you did the dragon. This lady has.
And then I can push her into the unnamed there.
Shunt her up over there and then knock her prone.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Do
This
you
Angel
wanna
of Valor.
Move up yourself, or are you content?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and protect the moo.
Good idea.
Charge and charge. Let's see. Yep, they want plus 20. Hit and a miss on unnamed. She takes 12. And Hunter of Secrets. Someone else rolled the d20. Let's see if you crit.
Sure. No.
Nope. All right. Lady Stonebarker is going to. Let's see here. Let's see with. I don't really want to do phasing, but I can do insubstantial. Yeah, okay. She activates insubstantial until the start of her next turn, which is thankfully still quite a few away. I always wondered, like, why would you want to get like an ability that's like start of your next turn when you are literally taking 2 turns in a turn order? It still dodges quite a few hits, or should dodge quite a few hits. And then she will do a stand to the fuck up. And then a swing and a bite.
Yeah, I guess it depends on your what you roll for those initiatives.
Yeah, otherwise I feel like I would barely ever use that, but it's a minor, it ain't a big deal. She's not using her hex portal minor, so teleportation stab warlock is really cool, but it doesn't work in a pocket plane. Which is probably why she's chained to it. Right.
Makes
Phase
sense.
blade plus. So I think still technically it's Tahru's aura, so
Yep, until she applies the
35
mark.
versus your AC?
Nope.
No. Oh no.
36.
Alright.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, I took 2 and I forgot.
Terrible, terrible roll. Yeah,
You
next
sure you
time
don't
you
still
guys
have
level
the
up.
Shield of Faith in there or something?
I did not say.
Yeah, it's 38 with shield on. It's gross.
Boy, howdy.
But yeah, I think next time you level up, all the bosses are going to deal half on misses because otherwise you're all insurmountable.
Makes sense.
It's kind of the point, though.
It is, which is what the point means that you only take half instead
Yeah.
of all of it. All right, this lady.
I mean, also, yeah, next level is the level where I get. Wait, no. I still have 2 more. Never mind. Wait. Let me check.
For you. All right. The unnamed is gonna take like a bunch of oppies, so this should be interesting. I
Fascinating.
think she'll do her attack first for DR.
I know, 2 more levels.
Did she use Living Fortress?
I don't think.
It's
I-
the one that gives her an aura where allies adjacent to her count as having cover. I think she did.
Did she?
I don't think so, because we never
yeah, it
needed
doesn't.
it.
No, it was just the vortex. All right, she is going to. God, I don't know what would be the better one. All right. Standard action, Living Fortress punch. Or not punch, slash. That's a hit. 18. And now she is also a deadly aura bot. And she gives you cover if you're next to her. And I feel like, however, she's going to end it right now because she's about to take, 5 oppies. And resist 5 to all damage would be great.
I mean, why? I'll just heal her up. It's fine.
Alright, for sure. Oh wait, she also has Mark of Warding, so +1 to the defense of all defense boosting powers. Nice. Okay. Well, alright then, fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she will return to that origin point over right here and deal 3 damage to all of them. She pops all 4 angels with a single fucking move action. They all appear in a heap on bed. Chicken flapping noises intensify. And then a bunch of oppies happen. 2, 3, 4. Alright, she has hit 3 times, 12 damage
Oh.
each. And the boss stabs her once. She is hit, and she has a dot. Ow. She just pauses. That hurt. This angel charges right back in. Hits her again. Ow. Do we have any way to disable them? This isn't working. Rana.
Go
Sorry,
move.
muted. See about the distance. Okay. Do I have 1 second?
God, if you had a power there that just does a bunch of damage, and every time they enter the space and stuck it there, they would just constantly die and keep coming back. Very morbid.
I kind of do.
Ooh, sick.
Ish. Not completely. Sorry, I was just reading it to definitely make sure it's not a conjuration ability.
I mean, anytime anyone does damage or makes an attack while they're in Thyrenne's aura, they take 5 damage, so
Yeah.
So
that's
I'm
the
going to
next
move a
best
little bit
thing.
closer. Just so I'm in in range. And I'm going to
You're
cast.
now in the cover aura.
You just casting that on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yeah, can you roll twice more to see if you get some hits?
Okay. No. But it's still half
Alright,
damage.
no
well, half
hits. They
damage,
are
so-
all three of them prone,
Mm-hmm.
which will stop them from being able to all charge her next turn.
Mhm.
Thank you. Alright. Thyrenne.
Okay. Just gonna move. Meow. 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 I guess I'll move. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we whack the boss. Who actually. Where was I? Here?
Mm-hmm.
Actually gonna
1, 2,
not
3,
whack
4.
the boss this time. Let's see. Oh, that's a sustained minor. Oh, Light of Revelation really isn't doing anything. Fuck it. We'll just lose it. Come over
Okay.
here. Beat the shit out of the boss. Let's just go ahead and do Resurgent Sun again, because it worked out
Hey,
so
I
well
mean, it
last
worked
time.
really well last time. And
Oh,
it
I
did not work
miss.
out well this time.
Whoomp. Luckily, it's an effect, not an on-hit, so Unnamed can spend a Surge +3.
Sure, that is a juicy 31.
Okay, and... see, that's a moose here. Yeah, she's probably got plenty of hit points.
She's got 60, yeah. Assuming she doesn't
Yeah.
get like completely fucking bad, she's okay.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Right now, her AC is 30.
Because all these nerds are gonna have to stand up, so they can't really
Yeah, they actually
charge.
can't charge her this round for once.
Yeah, so that's fine. I'll just keep my R up.
Sure. Alright. Sternbarker is going to... Let's see here. I think just stab and bite Tahru. Wait, no, she's being marked by unnamed now.
Mm-hmm. And for every attack she
Stab.
makes, she takes 5 radiant
Oop,
damage from the
shit.
aura. Hit or miss.
Goodness. Alright, 5 radiant. So, I mean, she took 30
10.
radiant for that.
Yep.
Yep. 30 total radiant damage for doing that. Ow and ow. She hit and she crit. So 13 psychic. And then her bite, which is 2d8 plus 5, is 21. Ow. And she has the special effect. They make her 2 basic melee attacks. If a blade and a bite hit the same target, the target is also dazed, save ends.
Oh no.
She has superior will, so on her turn she'll hopefully be able to end that early.
Hopefully.
Alright. Hunter of Secrets time.
You can do it, guys.
Whoa, one of them
One of
breaks
them actually
free.
did.
The
Alright.
power.
Saoirse.
Oh, look, one of them's out.
Oh.
And
Hi, friend. Whose side are you on?
She points at the book that the Valkyrie is holding.
That's not a side. That's an objective.
Cracks her knuckles.
Okay, well, have fun, I guess.
bonk.
Fucking bonk. 29. Prone. Anything else spicy in the tank?
Nope. Most of my dailies have been used, and the one that isn't is technically useless here.
Sweet. Tahru.
All right.
Wait.
Okay, if she's dazed, that means her mark doesn't apply right now.
I don't remember.
Her mark still applies, but she can't actually take any reactions.
Yeah, I can't
about
use it to punish. That said, her mark causes -3s for her to hit others.
Ah, okay.
If it's not too late, actually.
Actually, yeah, maybe it isn't.
Does this prevent them from teleporting back to the bed when they die?
No,
No? Okay.
no.
In that case, it is useless here.
Okay. So,
I guess I'll still do it just in case, but.
Yeah, you see that, like, it just looks irritated, like, we're basically already under that effect. We keep reappearing here. No escape. Alright, let's see what you got, Tahru.
let's see. Yes. Let's see. I think it's the same day. I already used the Alliance. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't got much in the way of heal right now, unfortunately.
Go on, you don't need the aura, you already know it doesn't do. I guess not shifting isn't good to know one. Alright, also, this lady is the one who is carrying the book.
I'll start with that.
Cool.
Everyone gets +2 to their AC and can shift 2 if they want.
I don't think I want to shift at all.
No.
That's
The moon might. I don't know.
No, I don't. Thank you.
Right.
I'm still going.
Oh, yep, sorry,
That was
carry on.
minor.
The lovely back button means that ain't a big deal.
Yep. Cool. And let's see, she's already down. I'll save the.
Hit.
Mhm.
Cool. Alright. This Angel of Valor's death gets up. And then moves. Can't get in range. She will shoot Thyrenne, who's the only person that she can shoot right now.
How dare.
Yeah, well, when you're the only target, they've still got to do it.
Wow.
38 versus your AC. That
Yeah,
is
that'll hit.
12 fire necrotic.
Alright,
Are you resistant to both of those?
I don't think I'm resistant.
I don't think you're necrotic.
No, I'm resistant to cold and fire, not necrotic.
Ah, okay. That was it.
Alas.
Alright, the Skow is going to do the same, but she cannot shoot, cannot reach. Roll me a d20, someone. Break this hunter out.
Sure. Nope.
Oh, speaking of D20,
Okay.
I save out of my
Nice.
Sweet.
psychic.
Alright, Sternbacher. Stands up with a grunt. And I think is going to try and finish off Unnamed while she's on the ground.
No.
Hit.
Well, remember she takes radiant damage every time.
Yep. Hit. Alright, let's see here. 27, she's out.
That's okay.
630. Okay. This Angel of Valor's death. So it approaches. And then Unnamed. At the start of her turn, takes psychic damage and takes a death save.
Yep, she gets a +7 bonus to her actual death saving throw.
Oh, that's good. Because she's been enforced one failure already.
Yeah. Yeah.
$23.
She gets up. 1 hit point.
She gets up.
Yeah, she gets up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, that's not on a roll of 20. That's just on 20
Yep,
plus.
on a total of 20, you can get back up.
Alright.
Thyrenne. This
Wild.
is the Thyrenne mechanic here. No one's allowed to stay
She just-
down.
She's just groaning on the floor. I guess at the end of her turn, she'll also try and save out of the 2 effects.
Mm-hmm. She
All right,
gets
no more psychic.
Nice. What's the other one?
The other one is the daze.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that. Wait, no.
She
You get a
would-
+1 to all saving throws when you're next to Thyrenne.
Oh, okay, cool. And yep, she is also no longer
Yay.
dazed.
Yep.
Yeah, because when you're unconscious, you can't superior will at the start of your turn.
Yep.
Yeah, she groans.
Or wait, no, sorry.
and yeah, that's
The +1 doesn't apply to her. Sorry. Yeah, it's just to the allies only get the death saving throw and versus charm and fear
okay. Stunned, she is then.
or dazed, wasn't it? Or did it operated?
Dazed even, sorry. Alright. This angel winces. They know that they're about to get blasted for it. But they will stab unnamed and try and put her down again. And miss.
Still gets blasted.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Glymo. And then roll your effect again, please. Bang.
Okay.
Bum, 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 bum. Hit the button, do the thing.
Don't know if it does damage each time. I think they just fall prone.
Anyway, that enters in first round. You're right. Okay, yeah, just reprint.
Yeah, just prone.
Okay. Renna, your guy.
Okay. So, not that it normally works, but let's. And I'm going to play a shroud. So start with Vampire Lady and then work to the other Valkyries.
Shut. You hit the vampire lady. She has now got ongoing 5.
Where are these rolls normally?
Oh my gosh! All right.
Damn, that's a good
Oop.
set of.
Look.
I thought the
And
best one on
then
post.
reprint.
Mhm.
Reprint. Now this is control. This is pod racing.
Mhm.
This is controlling.
All right. Fucking.
I'm
ow.
just helping the girls out, just making sure they have a nice comfy lie down.
Distressed Marganite noises. Thyrenne.
Alright, now that I don't have to move, time to engage maximum healer mode.
Biggie heal.
Biggie heals. Alright, so let's start off with a healing word on unnamed. So, boop.
Shit.
So, surge plus 15 plus 5 temp, and 2 to all of her defenses. And then let's see what's next. How about word of vigor? See, awakening sun. Yeah, no.
All right. She's got 7 surges remaining.
Alright, I guess then we will just go with Awakening Sun. So,
My son.
bonk the
my
boss,
son.
30 to hit
Another hit.
for 18
It's a 22 to
radiant.
hit.
Yep, 32.
I think you
And-
mean at 28 radiant.
Whoa, boy. And everybody gets 10 temp hit points. Obviously, unnamed
Fancy.
gets 5
Goes
more than
up
she
to
had.
10, yeah.
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 And then I will use a minor action to sustain my aura, because boy howdy, making this bitch take radiant damage every time she attacks
It's
with just 4 attacks around
tremendous.
is so powerful.
Yeah, no, it is tearing her to fucking pieces. Alright, her turn starts. She takes 5 fire damage. And then I think is going to try and daze the pupper because it's bad news. She has -3 to these attacks.
Miss.
24.
Miss.
No.
And then because she
Alright.
attacks, she takes
Yeah, 30 more radiant.
Yeehaw!
She just sighs, I wish I could surrender.
I wish you could too. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. 2d20, please.
Nope.
Nope, neither of them get out. This one dives into the fray. Or more corrective, psionically leaps into the fray.
Oh god, they are gift.
They are. There's a gift stat blocks. And will psychic shot the Valkyrie holding the book. 33. It hits her, kills her, and then wakes her back up again, but she is now dazed. Saoirse.
Ah, shit. I forget, what are 4Es ranged in melee penalties? Like, do I get penalized for shooting somebody else with a ranged attack while I'm in melee with an enemy?
Oh, God, I don't remember.
I know casting spells provokes an Oppie, but does shooting a ranged weapon provoke an Oppie? Wait, let's see if they have it in the
You get
comments.
upbeat. Yeah, regardless
Okay.
of who you target. Thank you, Internet. You know, yeah, that's very fair.
I'm gonna trust those other 3 Valkyries to be able to protect the book for now, and I'll just keep swinging at the lady.
Sure.
Yeah, I can't really say I particularly care as a player who gets the
Oh,
book.
madness reroll!
Yay!
Didn't you use that in the last fight?
It's a
Yes.
Oh,
encounter
yeah, the
power.
madness one's an encounter.
Yep.
Never mind. Show me what you got. I want to see what you've got.
Tick it off. And... No!
Stunned.
Stunned. I'm assuming that
Sorry.
doesn't hit either.
No.
No.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Alright.
I didn't see if she saved out of being on fire. She did not.
You know what? At this point, I think I am going to rage.
Rar. Fuck. Ouchie.
Then the
And
bonus
she is
action.
immune to dazed.
Yeah, well, she can still be knocked down.
Punk.
They automatically save against the dazed and stunned conditions. Cannot be dazed. They also automatically save against charm effects that a save can end. Neat.
Eh,
Oh, and then yeah, you knock her over. Over.
one more thing.
One more thing.
That do it?
Yeah, it does.
Cool.
She does not have any fear immunity. All right, this angel is gonna come over here and stab them and kills them. They appear over here, but they appear as a corpse.
Oh,
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, we don't want them all to die at once.
Why?
They turn into a monster.
Oh.
uh-oh. Does that then turn back into them when it dies?
Yes.
Huh.
It does not break free. Lady Sternberger takes 5 at the start of her turn. That shift zone actually kind of does cuck her a little bit now.
Uh-huh.
I think she has to try and stop Thyrenne from doing this aura, which is just going to tear her to pieces. So I'll do the 30 damage preemptively there.
Good luck, bitch.
Swing for 29 to hit you.
No.
I mean, don't worry, it'll be gone on my
Crit.
next turn.
Well, the
You
crit
are
will
bitten.
certainly hit.
All right, that is 21 damage.
She can have 10.
Luckily, the bite does not. No. Luckily, the bite doesn't have pluses on it, so she can't just blow you up for 48. All right, this Angel of Valorous Death gets up and moves over here. I'm just leaving the prone icons on them at this point. Too lazy. I know that their fate is. All right, unnamed at the start of her turn. Superior Will saves out. No dazed.
Hell yeah.
Choppy. By which I mean she really, really could use that fucking DR. And she will augment it. So it is 26 misses. Unfortunate. All right, she is down to button point. Okay. Minor action. I guess she still has her stance. It doesn't say it goes away until she goes unconscious. Any minors that are useful? Telepathic challenge? Nah, CB2. Battle to Mind Demand. She'll just pop it on the boss and grit her teeth.
Don't worry, we've got this.
Alright, and this one is dazed at the start of her turn, and so stands up and that's it. And then this is save ends dazed. Dazed until the end of its turn. Alright, then dazed goes away. So she's still stuck on the bed, but is no
Oh,
longer
poor baby.
dazed. Renna.
Okay. Cycles up the boss.
Hit. No obbies for her.
That's better.
Sorry, she had a -5 to hit Thyrenne. It was never going to happen. Thyrenne.
Okay.
Speaking of the Papa.
Let's start off using my second and last healing word on unnamed. Oop. Big
Yep.
heals.
Such
And
big
then
heals.
we're gonna smite undead on the boss. Good chunk. Oh, that's probably gonna miss a 29 versus her will.
Oh my god, you got her back up to 100 health. 29 versus her will?
Mm-hmm.
Hits.
Wow,
Exactly.
shocking. Alright,
Wow.
14 radiant damage, and she is immobilized.
Stuck there.
Okay.
Mobilized, you say?
Immobilized, I say.
Immobilized. Okay.
Oh, I'm sad that didn't kill
No.
her. Oh well.
No. No, she has like 560 health. You got her down to.
Can.
don't
Oh
have
wait,
to
hold
now.
on. Might as well throw this on. Blop. Have a little extra damage. But that's the wrong button. Hold on. Oh no, I used that. Never mind. Carry on.
Okay. Alright. It is her go. She takes another 5 damage. Wait, no, did she say that this time? She did. Oh, fuck me. Another 5 damage. She is no longer down a point.
Come on
She
then.
is
Discorporate
immobilized.
yourself on me. Let's go.
Alright, yeah. We'll see if she does any damage to you in the process. So the first one.
Nope.
Nope. Second one. Nope. And then she is
Dink, dink.
destroyed. Is what I would say if she was destroyed. She's on 7 health.
Saoirse gently pokes her with the butt end of her stick. There you go.
I will be stunned.
Oh.
I got it.
Okay. Alright, neither of them break out. Lucky, lucky. Saoirse.
I am stunned.
Do you not have
And then I'm
superior
not
will?
stunned. What?
Sorry.
No, I don't have superior will.
All right.
Suboptimal.
Taking any of those good things?
Okay. I just gotta punch her. I'll bite her, but
Punch.
Yeah,
32?
hit. 34.
oh yeah, it's a 35. She's immobilized.
Of course. Alright. She is defeated. Crumples into a heap. And now you got to do a little essence steal here.
Yeah. Look, it's just
The
a standard
angel,
action.
yeah, the angel skids to a halt, looking confused. I think we're about to be out of here.
I hope so.
The
Good luck.
other one pauses and agrees. Good, I have missed the sun. Hunter of Secrets sees secrets about to escape. 2d20 d1. Do you escape? No.
Loser.
Alright, Stonebarker remains dying. Or dead, technically. Vampire. Hit 0 health, went bye-bye. They'll probably all do their pose up on the pillar. Unnamed looks tired, but is healthy enough right now. And yeah, chill. Last angel will flippy flappy. Rena.
Just burning hands
Bang.
them out of spite.
So spiteful. So,
Alright. I'm gonna move here. First, gonna do Word of Vigor just so that we can end a boss fight with everyone at 100% health. As we do.
I am at 110% health.
Excellent. And then standard action, Essence Steel.
All right. Ending of the fucking boss fight at full health, ridiculous. Okay.
It's important for me that I
Uh,
feel like I have a giant healing penis, okay? Leave me alone.
you don't get to enjoy it in 6 or 5e, so that makes sense. Alright, make a charisma test, lady. How certain are you of your personality? 19. Alright, yeah, that seems about reasonable.
It's a terrible roll, but still,
It was a garbage roll, but like it's
her
a
bonus is
big
huge.
numby. Her bonus is plus 15. She is a charisma character. She's a warlock, a punch warlock. In fact, to be honest, all of her stats are amazing except for her wisdom. Her wisdom of 8. 8 plus 7, because high level still. But it's strength 21, dex 23, whiz 8. Con 23, int 21, charisma 24.
Wow, that feels like what Caradwin's stat line would be if she was a Pathfinder character.
All right. And yeah, you are able to gem this lady.
In you go.
Ores begin to disappear. The encounter is done.
Okay, feather friends, let's get out of here.
They nod. The Merifans look very, very frustrated.
I'll come let you guys out in a little bit. Don't worry.
They sigh and sit down, looking defeated. All right. Well, then let's get
Yeah.
on with it. And then they will, hop down from the pillar and move on detachment. All of you are able to gather together and scarper. Actually, someone roll me a d20.
Oh, I will. Oh no.
Excellent. As you are leaving the mine, you can see that the very first layer you're passing through, the corrupt residium layer, is already beginning to lose its viability. It looks like it's inconsistent or breaking down in some kind of way. Like these solid chunks of crystal are starting to like break off at the ends.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. Now I'm worried about that pocket
That's not
dimension
good.
holding on.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys go on ahead? Tisrena, you and I should probably go make sure the Murray friends get out alive.
Yeah,
I
sure.
can help with that.
Yeah.
The angels will huff.
More the
Come
better.
now, they can just be a casualty of war.
What? Why?
Eh,
Don't they deserve their freedom the same as you?
They've spent a long time attacking us, and they're under no compulsion. Therefore, they're dicks.
Well, yes, but they're still following the will of their god.
Ugh, and their god is a dick.
Oh, no, she's
mean,
just ideologically opposed to you.
I owe one
Could
of
be
them a favor,
ideolo-
so
oh,
I
no,
feel
okay.
like this is the right thing to do
Well,
or
we
whatever.
can't stop you, but go ahead. We will be hurrying up then and certainly not hanging around. Our thanks again for all of this.
Of course, it's our pleasure. There's a Morganite cleric, Maeve, up on the surface. You can talk to her if you want. She can probably help you get on your way.
We will go do that.
Okay, bye, I love you.
There's just haul ass back downstairs.
Yeah, alright, and as you rush back through the portal, well, you have to like stand on the elevator and just like tap your foot impatiently. Come on, stupid lift. And as you come through to the other side, already, maybe it's a figment of your imagination, but the rocks are all starting to look a little bit further away in this pocket plane.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Portal
Marie
maybe
from
a
Buddies,
little
hold
bit
on.
less solid.
We're gonna get you out of here.
Yes, it would take an hour to close down, so you have the time to pull them out, as it were. They follow, nod at you, and then basically sprint in dogged pursuit of the angels, seeking to get to them before they can escape.
Go say hi to Pobs when you get up there.
They don't know who or what a Porbs is.
It's your mom.
They didn't fucking doubt that.
Let's run after them. Goobers.
Unfortunately, they are monks, so they move real goddamn fucking
So
zoomy.
to remain silent.
Yeah. Luckily, the angels have wings, so.
They do, yeah, no. They get their chance to see Maev, or more importantly, the Avatar who's chilling out inside a cloak. They look around as the Marifans like burst out from their mines and start running down the street, and they're like, "Go, go, go, quick!" Maev looks confused, but just lifts her cloak of raven's feathers, and all four of them dive in like a clown car. Lets the cloak fall shut against her side, and scowls as the Marifans all skid to a halt. And fuck off! Go on, be gone with you. As a lady's children have no time for playing with you. They look torn between pulling weapons on them and then realizing that they're in the middle of a quite occupied city and people are starting to stare. And thus they... Well, it's a combination between run away and fucking Jedi Force leap away. They haul ass out of there as Porbs is just like coming out of the baths covered in towels and floofed up. She sniffs at the air and goes, Sad failures. Oh well.
Brutal.
I mean, they're sad failures. You just give a shit. They had one job, and they couldn't do that. They had so long to do it in as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's accurate, just brutal.
Yep. Oh, well.
Thyrenne will finally arrive, huffing and puffing.
Mhm.
Wasn't a fight, was there?
Maya will shake her head. No, they have gone to the lady's embrace. At least, apparently, our lady is not their lady. They will figure that out, I'm sure.
Yeah,
That's
it's
good.
same difference. Hi, Pobs.
The fluffed up Porbs nods. Are you responsible for my losers returning?
Yeah, I went and set them free.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll reach up and give scritches.
Yeah, they're still damp, but you can get them scritches in.
Well, in that case, time to do that hero good.
But sure, she won't complain if she gets a good towel rub down. Yeah, all right.
I just need to find someone to
So-
make this fucking sword.
Indeed, and some Elysian steel to make it with, or a
Oh, I-
comparably interesting metal.
I have a lead on that, by which I mean I'm gonna go talk to Gwen.
Would that rare metal from the north work?
Maybe.
Squeakonium, it could very well work. It is a surrogate.
That's a long way away, though. If there's Elysian steel right here, we should reference that.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying it's as a backup in case we can't find any.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, maybe Gwen knows where it's at. It might not necessarily be just, stuck in the manor. Maybe there's a
It's
warehouse
possible.
hidden somewhere.
That would be
Vault.
very lucky, Sandra adds. Unlikely, but very lucky. Oh, so what does that black gem thing do? I never saw that. You were talking about a book?
Ah,
Oh, yeah, there's some mystery thing in the church, Miss Sasha's been interested in.
I will.
Oh, well then, we should definitely help her out.
Yeah, I'm sure whatever the evil succubus lady's interested in can't possibly be dangerous.
Oh, it's fine. I can take it to her.
Okay, you do that.
You're-
I'll go talk to Gwen.
Drink. Yeah, I'll take the gem to Sasha and Kiri. I think this is the first time we have both the sigil and the gem.
Is it the first time? Have a look here.
It is.
No, you found the sigil on the sigil and the gem
No,
for
Yeah.
purple for Marifa.
for purple. Oh yeah.
I've just
It just
put
got-
in black sigil.
Yep, it's at the top. There we go. I missed the top bit.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. As you slot in the section, the side of this thing opens up. There is what appears to be a seamlessly accessible drawer inside the pillar where the sigil belongs. Within is a little raven pendant.
Wow.
It appears to be a holy symbol.
Ooh,
Assume holy symbol for the Morrigan.
Yep. Let me double check what one it is. Ah, it is the champion's symbol. You can see that this is a raven covered with pennants that one might find upon like a lance or a blade.
nice.
Very
nice.
knightly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
When you crit with it, you make a melee basic attack as a free action against an enemy of your choice. If no enemy is within range for the target to attack, they are dazed until the end of your next turn.
Interesting.
So yeah, you hit them with a smite, and then they have to swing against another enemy and all be dazed.
And then also the daily, if you hit them with fire or radiant, you dominate them until the end of your next turn.
I don't think I'd necessarily use that over my staff, but that's pretty funny.
It is pretty cool. I will add it to the list. It is, regardless of level 15 holy symbol, that's certainly got its uses.
Yeah, actually, that's probably something Kierwin could use since she doesn't have a magic holy symbol, I don't think. Or, like, has level 1. Is it a +2 or yeah, a +3 or +4?
It is the +3.
Okay.
Just magic iteming that and hot linking it. Save. There you go. That should jump right to it. It does. Excellent. I'm a genius.
Yep.
And congratulations. You have unlocked another of the shelves of the church.
Then we also cleared out the mines. We got
Nice.
to
You
the
have the
bottom.
mines
Yeah.
part
It happened,
complete. You made
finally.
it to the heart of darkness.
Curiosity, on the way back up, was it only the corrupt residium layer
Yes.
falling away? Okay, good.
It's possible that others will decay in time, but as it stands right now, only the corrupt residium layer is showing that kind of wear and tear.
Nice.
Well, that's good.
Feel like it's probably safe to intuit that the weird magical ones might stop growing new things. But who knows?
Try and go to this, 'cause it's been a while since we've looked at it.
Oh, yeah, there's
Oh.
a map of the region.
Yep.
We did it.
Yay!
Corrupt residium and heart of darkness resolved.
So, is there anything left to do in the moors?
There's a whole bunch unexplored that I've got backup random events for.
But no, like, threats?
Nothing
that have been-
pressively pulling you there. You might have to explore if you want to find more of the torchlight secrets, but you'd be going out of your way for it.
And ditto, like, we finished the dock stuff, so I guess next we begin our campaign into the
Where's the
Midnight
secrets?
Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although, first, let's find out where
If-
we can get some, definitely not mithril.
Yeah.
Sure, you want to go over to Gwen, yes?
Yeah.
Tell you what, picking up that mithril may well be a B-team adventure.
Oh.
Nice.
There is, in fact, a warehouse would be the wrong way to put it for sure, but there is certainly a vault.
Yeah. Where it is.
I will let you know where it is when the B-team thing is ready.
Fair enough.
I guess might be
Maybe
next
it's out in
week.
the moors now. Give them
I
some
could put it
reason
in the
to-
moors, honestly, yeah. Just to give you another reason to look out there.
One of those sunken
Or other
temples.
destinations. Yeah, there are a lot of sunken temples. It's very likely that's where it is. So, experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explore it.
Possible 9?
Alright.
Yeah, 9?
So, explored new location.
Yeah.
Yep.
Obtain a new magic item.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the new
Defeated a
Yeah.
solo.
symbol.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Expander improved torchlight.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just
Mine
fully
Officially
cleared out
has
the
no threats
mines.
in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Learned something new about the Dark Family of Wishgranter.
Yeah,
Hell
we
yeah.
learned like the history of their family with the Hasselbacher family.
Sternbachers.
Sternberg.
Sternbachers, yes.
Yes.
The
Apparently,
Sunders.
Lord Wayne von Dark used to be a
A gopher for her.
essentially ingredients gopher for Lady Sternbacher,
Wow.
scion of the family and mother of an archmage. Lady Sternbacher's okay at magic herself, but she's a warlock. Her daughter was the one who actually turned out to be the very talented archmage crafter. That is 5 EXP. Congratulations.
Wow, the
And you
rare
know what?
fiber.
You
Nice.
get 1 achievement experience.
Ooh,
Oh,
For the mine.
Yeah, for clearing the mine.
a whole area fully cleared. Oh boy.
That is a EXP game. Yeah, defeating Grumgar was the last time you got one of those bonuses.
Shouldn't we have gotten one for dealing with Sunken Boy? Turning him into a god?
Oh, you're right. Yes, I'll preemptively give you that as well. Dealing with madness.
So, one
Yeah.
more XP?
2 more.
Yep, add another XP on.
Oh boy.
Yeah, how close are you to the next level?
2
2
away.
more away.
Sick. Shame you're going on to B team after this, eh?
the team.
That's usually how it goes.
It is how that goes, yeah.
Yeah, it's either usually immediately before or immediately after.
I mean, at least with after, then we have like more time to like get some
Think about
prep
it,
and
yeah.
everything.
All right.
Alright.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's good.
And if you're watching the stream, thanks for tuning in. We will see you not on Saturday, but on Sunday for Rogues. Till then,
Mhm.
adios and do take
I don't
care.
think we will.